Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Nick's trying not to cough.
I don't know if anyone's in who was watching the quiz I did. Was that yesterday?
It was yesterday evening.
Losing track of the days. I had a coughing fit. If I breathe in dust, I have a crazy reaction to
Your
it.
throat closes up,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
and I just had to leave the stream, and Andrea came in.
It's like an asthma reaction, and your throat constricts, and then you can't take in any air. And
yeah, it was fun times.
It wasn't great.
So mid-question,
so
I did a runner.
I was dozing on the sofa, half watching Britain's Got Talent, and then you come in like, I was like, oh. So I sort of very sleepily sat in front of the computer, thinking, I actually don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, welcome to our regular Sunday hangout. This is our chance to just relax and catch up with you lot, and we've got a haul.
Yeah, of sorts.
Well, we are quite desperately missing sourcing stock, as I know many of you are, and we managed to accumulate a few things this week in various ways. We've been sent some stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
And I'll get into the rest of the haul in a sec. So if you are new here, welcome. My name's Nick.
I'm Andrea.
And
we're married.
Yes. We sell stuff on the internet to make money, and that's what this channel is all about. If you're watching live, please pop in and say hi. I'll just highlight a few comments. I don't know if this was the beginning of the chat, but we've got King of Pennies. I don't think that is the beginning of the chat then. Laney is in now. Laney sent us some goodies, which we'll share in a sec. Hello, Monza and Carl and Peter. Nick will, but rather busy. Okay. I've replied to your message, Monza, actually. I have seen the email. Mr. Diggs. Oh, it's Adrian, and we've missed that. So we've got Damien. There's Ashley. So lots of people. So please pop in and say hello. There's Mr. Diggs. There he is. Right, let me get to the end of the chat. Okay. So was just scrolling through eBay stuff. To flip.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do a bit of sniping.
I've been buying stuff on eBay mainly to add to my record collection. I'll be honest.
Just replying to my mum before she thinks I'm ignoring her.
So Laney's in. Laney very kindly sent us some stuff through. Now, Laney has a channel, as I'm sure many of you are aware, and does quizzes, and she has donated some stuff. I don't know if these are ones that she's used on her channel. So we will use some of these questions, no doubt. This is a chase card game, but we had a little go earlier. And I think we can adapt some of these questions, certainly.
Yeah, easily. I just want to say hello to Sally. She's joining us for the first time.
Hello, Sally. Thank you so much for all your help. Would you sell jigsaws?
Some jigsaws, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
We tend to stick to sealed ones now.
Yeah, but there's value in...
what are those ones with the fence?
Wentworths? Is that what they're called? Shelley will know. Shelley does them, and I think
ones with the fancy shapes in.
Yeah, so does Carla, I think.
Yeah, but yes, jigsaws sell particularly at the minute. And the other one is this 80s trivia. So we'll definitely be dipping into this for our quiz channel. For those of you who maybe don't know, if we haven't promoted it enough, we have a quiz channel. The link for that is below. So please come and join in. We'll be live tomorrow on that 8 o'clock. So thank you so much, Laney.
Wentworth, yeah, I was right. Wentworth.
Wentworth.
Yeah.
There you go. Wentworth puzzles. Worth looking out for. Do some research.
I've never found any.
It will blow your mind. We've had one. I've sold one.
Have you? Oh,
yeah.
Missed out.
Yeah. What else did Laney send down for you?
Oh, yes. Yes. I've got it here. Laney sent a couple of necklaces. They're absolutely up my street. This one is my favourite. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Now I need to get it near to the... Look at the beads on that. Absolutely beautiful.
That's quite a fancy
Really
bead. Check that one out.
Yeah.
That's a bead.
It's so intricate, and it's got like seed beads on it as well.
That's a bead with beads on. It's like
Well, not seed beads as in the little ones, but like as in seeds.
Yes,
yeah.
Lex. A quiz
that
channel.
one.
Yes, there is. Thank you. Yes.
So there's that one. That's my favourite. I love that. And this one as well. Completely up my street. I just love wooden jewellery. Just have a thing for it.
Yeah, it's very tactile, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really.
And there's a bangle there, which is good because I've got a little collection of wooden bangles going on. So I'm going to add that to that.
That's very cleverly
really
made. Cool. It's like little tiny discs.
Yeah.
So these might be keepers then, you were saying?
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Definitely this one anyway. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you, Laney.
Oh, did you show the bangle?
I did.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. That was lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. It's actually really nice to get things in the post at the minute. It kind of brightens our very Groundhog Day existence. Yes. Now, we did receive a package which confused us a little bit this week.
That actually, was more stuff from Laney.
Yeah, we forgot this bit. Well, there's the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the cassettes. There's some cassettes in here, which I will pop on eBay, no doubt.
Oh yeah, she says I finally sorted the cupboard of doom and came across the jewellery and cassettes, which I thought may be of some use to you both. I've also included 2 more trivia packs, which is what you've shown. Oh, that they were sent to her by Greg. Can you read that? That's small.
Crony G Crone. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. 80s. We do love a bit of 80s. I don't really have anything to play tapes on, so those will end up being resold, but that's what they were sent down for, so that's cool. But yeah, we received a parcel and it didn't have a note in it and wasn't expecting a return or anything, so we were a little bit confused.
Yeah, really confused.
And then I was even more confused when I opened it.
Yeah, but somebody did message you and say...
It's come from a chap called Oliver who said... I'm sending you something. You
kind of assume it has.
No, he confirmed it.
Oh, he confirmed it. Okay.
He said, I'm sending you something because I don't know how to test it and you might be able to make use of it. So what turned up? And we both kind of looked at each other like, what? Why have we received a Skybox in the post? But we have. Now, I've sold Skyboxes not for a long time. Last time I sold one, it wasn't worth a great deal. But this is a more modern one than I've had before. So hopefully, I haven't done my research yet or checked it out. Hopefully it's worth doing, and I'm not even sure what that is. We're with Virgin now. We used to be with Sky, so I don't know what the little box is. Oh, wireless. So it's like a wireless.
Is it a modem?
Modem, yeah, maybe. Yeah,
yeah,
that would make sense. So yeah, thanks, Oliver. I will check it out, and if it's saleable, I will resell it. Oh dear, don't start me coughing again.
Right.
I don't know if Oliver's in. Skyboxes are locked to subscribe. Here we go, look. Oh. Highlight that. Oh, right. I've sold them in the past, but it is going back quite a while. And even then, they weren't really worth much. And somebody was saying, I don't know if it was John again, that you'd get a Vero from it. So it may be that really isn't a resaleable item.
Oh, are you on Peter's channel? This is the first time hearing about it.
Yeah, Pete's doing a little question thing.
All right.
Over on Pete's channel. Was it Wednesday? Yeah. So apparently, I'm just reading it off screen. It's going to be me, Tom, and George. There you go.
I can look forward to that then.
Quite the panel. Yeah, and then we're having a chat with Apple Core, who I believe is in.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling back to see what we've missed. Oh, it's Kay's birthday tomorrow. Does that mean I will get points as a birthday present, even if I don't get quiz questions right?
You can have some tap points on us. We haven't given any tap points out for
We
a while.
haven't actually, have we?
No. So yeah. So the other thing, and I've seen a few people say this, that well, for a couple of weeks now, we've seen people putting stalls out and saying, "Please help yourself," and mostly it's been kids' books and stuff. Yeah.
Question that Tom asked on eBay, whether our juicer would make smoothies. I think some do, but that one particularly doesn't.
The only juicer we've got left is one that kind of it just makes juice. Yeah. It's one we used to use.
Yeah, I used to use it.
What was I saying? Oh yeah,
know,
we've noticed for a couple of weeks, and I know other people have, that people have been putting out tables at the front of their house with mostly kids stuff on and saying, please take it away. We haven't taken anything off those sort of stalls, but then a neighbor is moving out. It's literally like there. I can like see the house from here. And another neighbor phoned Andrea and said, oh, because he knows what we do now. He's the chap who gave us the Tomy train set that was in a recent video. And he said, oh, our neighbors are moving. And they've put loads of stuff out by their garage. So I went and they just wanted rid of it. They don't want to take it with them. So ended up with a kind of funky doll's house with, can you slide the doors? The doors kind of close in the middle.
Oh.
Is it a bit stiff?
Said the actress to the vicar.
Now, I have already repaired this. I've taken a load of stickers off. I've sanded off a load of...
it's got a funny smell to it, hasn't it? It's like a...
wood. Well, I've been sanding it. Also, I took it all apart.
It's not a bad smell. It's like
That's lovely.
Yeah.
It's because I've been sanding it.
Okay.
These are all on Allen keys, and it was really kind of loosey-goosey and wibbly-wobbly. But,
loosey-goosey.
But I undid them, and I flipped a load of these panels round. So see, that looks all nice and new. On the other side, it's got like pen marks and all sorts. But because that, I was able to just flip it, and it still works. Yeah, so that was cool. And these ones I flipped around, they had loads of pen marks and stuff on. So it's looking much better than it did. And now this is cool. With that is Family of Little People. Now, I don't think this is actually worth a great deal. And I was chatting with Rod, I think it was. Yeah, I was chatting with Rod and Ken on a live stream. And I was saying we might give this to our nieces yet. I don't know whether they would want a doll's house in there.
Yeah, the furniture's really good. Ellen loved that little washing machine.
Yeah, it's got everything. There's a washing machine.
Yeah.
And a toy train. Check that out. There's loads of it. There's a whole bag full. So we will rehome this, whether it goes to friends or family, or we resell it. I'm not sure.
It's so cute.
But yeah, there's loads of it. Look at this. There's an ironing board. Check that out. And there's an iron as well somewhere.
Ellen was pretending to iron. She was ironing this earlier. It's got little dolls as well.
Nick is always attracted to wood. That sounds.
Oh, that's Tom.
That sounds. Yeah, that's Tom. So yeah. Anyway, so that was nice.
Really cute.
It's nice that one way or another we will rehome this. Like I say, whether we give it to family or.
Here's the iron.
Or we sell it.
Where's the ironing board gone?
Oh, I don't know. Put it back in. Here you go. So yeah, you can do.
Here's the iron. You can do a bit of ironing.
Anyway, so there's all of that in there. So that was really nice. And there was more. There was a whole table. Now their kids have grown up, I think, but it looks like they've not got rid of stuff for a long time. Had to clear up.
I think it could suit you, Lucy.
Loosey goosey. So there's a little bingo set. There's a very nice.
Oh, Neil says photo set. The doll's house looks premium, but it's kind of, it looks like a sort of Scandinavian.
I didn't think
style.
It was particularly expensive. It looks like a kind of IKEA thing, but it's not labelled as IKEA.
Yeah, that's why Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll look into it. We may resell it yet or give it away. So that's really nice. I haven't even looked in here.
Do you know, Josh, I was really good and I didn't. I just let it go. Just let it go.
What? Oh,
Josh says he imagines I had the Dettol spray ready.
It was a tense moment.
Nick was very good, and he went and washed his hands afterwards. So
I didn't go to there was a Jumble trail thing in a village near here, wasn't there? Now, when was that?
It was Clifton, wasn't it?
I'm trying to think when it was.
I remember Saturday, I think.
Saturday, and I didn't go. Oh, this looks like it's barely been used. Oh, don't you love it when you cards are all crispy and look like they've never been out of the box? And the money, yeah, this might have been used once or twice. So that's really nice.
Yeah, we've got a super chat from Gadget Man. Thank you. Says, what's Ellen thinking of doing? Would she do it? Do you mean reselling? Or did I miss something else? What would she do?
What does Ellen think of what you do?
Oh, I read that wrong. I don't know why I read that wrong. No, I read it as what does Ellen thinking of doing? I don't know why.
I worry about your brain.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Well, you can explain.
What does Ellen think of what we do? Well, I think she's a usual teenager that is annoyed perpetually about anything we do, really. But no, I think she's all right with what we do. She started doing it herself. So
that's what I was going to say. I thought this would be a good segue into the fact that she has started reselling.
Yeah.
But specifically, well, you explain. You know what she's doing.
Yeah, she's got a shop on Depop. So if anybody is interested in vintage clothing, she's selling vintage clothing on Depop. And should I give her shop name out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Nelly Mellon. Nelly Mellon.
How do you? I'll write it in the chat.
Let me find it, and I'll show you.
Depop shop. So NELL IE Mellon.
Vintage. Yeah. So that's Ellen's Depop shop. So if you're interested in any vintage clothing, then that's what she's doing now. Yeah.
Oh, see, Neil. Yeah, I couldn't go to that sale we were talking about, but Neil, who lives locally, did, and he's saying there was a Kirby cleaner at the Jumble Trail for 15. Couldn't be asked. Now kicking myself, right? Yeah, some value in those. Yeah. Oh, I'll message you actually, Neil. I need to tell you something, but yeah. Anyway, so there were various games. There were loads and loads. I left the majority, but I also picked up a Tumbling Monkeys just because it was nice condition. I've never actually resold this. I don't know. Yeah,
so in terms of the Jumble Trail, I just didn't feel like it was the right time. I didn't feel like I was ready for that yet. Because they haven't even opened markets or boot sales officially or anything like that. So it just didn't feel right to me.
No, it's just fair enough.
Do it, later maybe, but that just felt a bit too soon. That's how I felt.
Oh, I hope we haven't missed any super chats. I just noticed that one pop up. Jody Gems Emporium, thank you for the super chat. Happy bank holiday. Cool t-shirt. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my Superman today. So
yeah, it was really funny earlier. We were out for a walk, and he's got his a red. What's it? Your
hoodie.
Oh my god!
My word, are you right?
No, I'm tired. He's got a red hoodie, and he was carrying it over his arm. And Ellen said, "You actually look like Superman."
over my shoulder.
We were joking that if you tied it around, you tied the arms around your neck, then you'd end up looking like you were wearing a cape.
Anyway. Yeah, Uno Extreme. I've sold this before. It's the one with the deck that spews out cards. You press the button and it gives you a certain amount of cards. They sell. Haven't sold one for a year or two, but they do quite well. I haven't actually checked if this has been left with batteries in, which it has. So shall I find out now how wrecked it is?
I honestly haven't been on the wine. I'm drinking coffee. I think I need the coffee, to be honest. I'm a bit sleepy.
I thought you were going to say, I think I need the wine.
Probably need the wine.
We finished all the wine last night, though, didn't we?
I know, we haven't got any more left.
Oh,
Drank the house dry.
It's that moment. Oh, check these out. The batteries are fine, but they are Woolworths. Woolworths batteries. They've been in there a while.
It's a good job they haven't leaked.
They've started to a little bit, but it's not ruined it. So hopefully that will function. What else did I grab? Oh, we were playing this on our family chat the other day, weren't we? Yes, no.
Oh yeah. Yes, no. Maybe.
Was I? Maybe I was. Yeah, so one of those that'll go in a little bundle, and Chiomino's, which will probably go in a little bundle.
We had another super chat. Oh, we did. From Andy, thank you, Andy. It said, last doll's house went for £24 on eBay auction.
Like that one? Oh, okay. We're not sure whether we're going to gift it yet or resell it. So, but that will be worth selling then if we do decide to go that route.
It's a lovely thing.
This will probably be gifted to somebody in the family. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit young.
Well, I don't know. It's very Daniel. I
was thinking Daniel, but he's now, what is he, 9?
No, but you're never too old for colouring. I think you'd enjoy that.
So there was that.
Yeah, I think Daniel would like that.
There were loads and loads of books, but I didn't want to grab all the books, so I just grabbed a couple. There was this because it seemed really cool. It's the Complete Thomas, and some of these which I thought for Daniel actually. He's of the age. He's homeschooling at the minute and doing lots of projects on this sort of stuff. We've got insects, weather, dinosaurs, World War One.
Oh, Andy said it was the exact same one.
So, oh, cool. Okay.
So was it an IKEA one, Andy?
No, it would say IKEA on it, wouldn't it? Somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe. It's, as I said, it's definitely a very Scandinavian in its style. Everyone's making me out to be some sort of alcoholic. I haven't drunk anything today, thanks.
0 alcohol today so far.
Yeah, we don't drink all week. We only have a drink on the weekend. Yeah, no, I'm just tired. I don't know why. That's why. Maybe the heat. Mind you, you said you could have done with a snooze after dinner. Yeah.
Okay.
Not IKEA.
Not IKEA.
That's interesting. Oh, Josh says the one you have is Early Learning Centre. Yeah.
Oh, is it ELC? Okay.
I was hoping it would be a bit more,
It's a freebie. It's fine, whatever it is. Let's be honest.
That's the word for it.
Yeah, I don't know who was asking, but one of our neighbours is moving. Yeah, and they literally had a heap of stuff outside their garage, and a big sign up saying, "Please take this stuff away." So we took some of it away. There was still loads of it there today. I nearly grabbed a little wooden horse thing that you sit on for that. Yeah, one of them for Willow.
Yeah, actually, Willow might
like that. I know. Yeah. Anyway, so how is everyone? Nick, where's Andrea's name? Oh,
I know he hasn't changed it back yet.
I forget. There's so many steps that I go through to when I'm setting these up, and I forget to change that. I changed it to just me because I was on Hangout. Oh yeah, with Rod and Ken.
Just make sure you haven't missed anything.
Okay, so I was going to ask, how is everybody? I mean, how are we all coping still? I feel like we've all been kind of institutionalized into our new way of life, right? And going back to normal is going to be weird now. Yeah. It's been that long that readjusting, if we can never get out of this, is going to be quite strange.
It's all very odd.
Yeah.
All very odd.
So when is it they've started talking about when they're going to let shops come back?
That's July, isn't it? Beginning of July?
July, I think,
Or
was
is
in
it
the
June?
news for non-essential shops.
I think it's July. Tell me if I'm wrong.
So that's going to happen. Wrong. And some people have said, I've seen a few messages on Facebook that the odd boot sale has put out there that they're going to reopen at the same time as non-essential retail.
Yeah.
Which means we may get some of this boot sale season in some form, right? But I don't know. June. Okay, June is non-essential shops.
Oh, okay. It is June.
Oh, I just jumped as soon as I tried it. June. Says Damien. Yes. Okay. 1st of June. Yeah, that's what we thought. So charity shops, if they have the staff and the volunteers, will start to reopen and be deluged in stuff, I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, I've read articles about charity shops. They're going to like quarantine any donations that they have for like several days before they put it out on the shop floor. Have hand sanitizer at the door so that you have to sanitize your hands before you come in and touch anything. And I think as long as you're sort of masked up and you're distancing from people, then it should be okay. The same with boot sales. I mean, at least that's out in the open. So as long as people are spread out. My worry is that when there's bargains on a table, people are like, and we're going to have to really think about keeping that distance from people and maybe missing out on some of those bargains just because, we need to keep that distance and we can't reach over people.
It will be a learning curve, but it will be difficult. There's no ways around it. I think with retail, they will have procedures in place, won't they? I mean, currently, our local post office, which is the only place I'm going to remotely regularly now, and the Hermes drop-off, they're limiting numbers of people in the shop. They've got 2-meter queue marks up the road, and they're policing it. But a boot sale will be just down to the public. And we all know what the general public can be like.
Yeah.
So it's going to be chaos, right?
Be sensible yourself. And if people are not being sensible, you've got to keep your distance from them.
Yeah. But I think most people would wear masks, certainly in that situation.
Yeah, but it's still not a big protection. You still need to keep that 6 feet distance.
I've got a Kirby Hoover in the loft from the 80s. Is it worth cleaning up and selling? What about shipping? As to is it worth it, eBay gives you that information. So go onto eBay and search around on completed and sold listings and see what you can find out on there. As for shipping, you could do it local collection if you're not brave enough to ship that, but I'm sure you could ship it with a courier. It's not going to weigh much more than, I don't know, 8 or 10 kilos for a Hoover, even if it's a heavy one. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if it had some value, even if it's vintage. Okay. Hi Niall. It says there will be loads of items in the charity shops. I think there'll be no doubt there will. I've seen locally people just dumping stuff at charity shops now.
Oh no.
Even ones with signs up saying, please don't dump stuff outside the shop. There's just a heap. And I think I said last week that the charity clothing collection at Asda was piled up as high as the bin.
Yeah, they've taped it all off now.
And now they've closed them and put tape all around it.
See, again, that's not using common sense, is it? Who's going to collect it?
I don't know, but if it's there
all the people are thinking through is I'm getting rid of my stuff and I'm putting it there. They're not really thinking it's probably not going to go anywhere because no one's collecting it.
Yeah. Diane saying, I will still go everywhere in a mask for a long time.
Yeah.
Making announcements during this week about possible next stages. Hospitality July, maybe. Interesting. I mean, there may be hope for our holiday, but international travel is a whole new ball game, right? When's that going to be relaxed?
I don't know, because at the moment you can go, but you have to stay quarantined for 2 weeks. And it's like, well, what happens if your holiday is only 10 days,
Yeah. And we're still paying for our holiday, which should be in September.
Mhm.
Is it September? Yeah. And if we get to that point and you say, well, you can go, but you just have to quarantine at the other end, would we still have to go? Surely we'd, because at this point, if we cancel the holiday, we don't get our deposit and our money back. So we've been advised to
No.
keep paying for it. And then if it's cancelled, we get all our money back automatically. But if they say, yeah, sure, you can go to Cyprus, you just have to stay quarantined in your hotel room for the full 10 days.
Yeah. So then if we say we don't want to, do we then lose that money? It's,
yeah.
It's a tricky one. Don't know what's going to happen.
We don't know.
We've got another super chat.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling down to it. What dodgy moves?
You're boogieing.
When was our boogieing?
Over our festival weekend.
Oh, that is that. Oh, okay, yeah. Nothing dodgy about that.
Josh thinks that the house is Plan Toys.
Oh, is it?
He's just sent a link for the dolls.
Thanks, Josh, doing all our research for us. I'll write it
Do
down.
they look the same?
Yeah. Well, very similar. They've got
Similar,
like a
yeah.
round wooden head. Yeah. Yeah. Mike's saying I'm on the at-risk list, so I'm stuck indoors until 30th of June. Oh, you must be going mad. Oh man. Okay. Can you hold the male doll up for me again, please? Well,
why the male one? What's wrong with the female one?
Well, wouldn't you like to know? I think he's already done his research and found out anyway. Oh, that's the female. I found 2 females. What's going on? 3 females.
Oh, maybe he's male, but he's got long hair.
I don't know. Oh, I've only got 3. Maybe that's a man.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Anyway, I was trying to find this. See, Neil, quickly, that is a good point about staffing in charity shops. A high percentage are in the at-risk group, so they're going to have to get more volunteers in.
Yeah.
That will be tricky. All right, let me try and find the super chat. Oh, look at all this chat I've missed.
It's from Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Says, love the V-Cube. The post-it note was a nice touch. Thanks.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm glad you got it safely. Excellent. Parts of China have locked down again.
Where was that V-Cube? Can you show what you've done with it?
I was resisting
having fun.
I was resisting playing with mine.
He's made it look all pretty and stuff.
I did a few just messing around and couldn't get it back, so I thought, oh, I'll just mess it all up completely now. I think what I'm going to do next time we meet up with my nephew David, I'm just going to turn up with this and go, here you go, Dave. crack on with that. Give it back when you're done. Right, let me scroll back. I've missed loads of chat. Right. Yeah, now final value fee at £1. I haven't really taken much advantage of that, but I do want to end a load of listings and relist them.
It's ended today, isn't it?
It ends today.
Oh, it ends
Hence,
today. We've
got.
Yeah, I did a load of sell similar stuff. Ended a load of listings that did sell similar.
Oh, Michael works in the shop. We only let 10 people in at a time. That sounds like a lot.
Depends how big the shop is.
It does. Yeah. I thought that as soon as I said it. And have to keep 2 meter social distancing. Yes. Our local Asda is policing entry, and so is the Tesco. I think they're limiting it. It's like a corner Tesco.
And the post office.
I think Tesco, it's only 5 or 6 people in at a time.
I think you said that the corner shop that you go to get bread and stuff, they don't have a lot of people that go in and out at one time, so you're not having any issues with that, are you?
The Hermes one, that's fine.
Not the
post
one,
office.
Yeah, I was thinking the Nightingale Road one.
Yeah, they don't have anything in place. but I've not had an issue there. There's never anyone in there.
No.
Okay. Excuse me. Mr. Sprout or Mrs. Prout.
One or the other.
I've seen some charity shops have drop-off points for donations, but when they open, they might have to have screens and limited number of customers in at one time. There will be all sorts of measures, I'm sure, and the government will spell it out, I would like to think.
You'd like to think, wouldn't you? But everything's a bit vague, and then they change their minds later on, don't they? Just to make it suit them.
Oh, did you see the news today? Oh, the flack they're getting, rightfully so. It's one rule for his political advisor and one rule for the rest of us.
As we were saying, it's only because he doesn't want to sack him. So
he doesn't want to sack him, so it's covering him up, and it's
just wrong,
fudging it all and looking like an idiot now. He should have just sacked the guy. Yeah. Oh, no politics on this show. Careful.
Sorry.
I'll get in trouble.
Oh dear. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about Facebook Marketplace at the moment. I think generally people are using it for clearing out, aren't they?
Getting rid of stuff on Facebook. I got a Facebook Marketplace deal. Thomas the Tank Engine, motorized trains, and loads of blue track. £50 all in so far. 15 listings, 334. Wow. Well, going back to the Thomas, if you did see that video where I was getting incredibly frustrated with an issue I couldn't solve, and I've had loads and loads of people message me, private messages, and on that video saying, I think what you need to do is do this and do that and press this. And I tried every combination of everything. I edited about 2 hours worth of fiddling around with that thing into 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's just the fact that the cogs are not meshing from the spinning plate to the first white cog. I don't even think it's the strength of the spring anymore. So I listed it clearly describing that that wasn't resetting and needed repair, and I sold it for what I was going to list it for anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's all good.
Yeah. I may message the guy and double check that he read the description.
Yeah, because that's what you said when it sold. Oh, I hope they've read the description.
Yeah. Well, I clearly put it in the little mini description box and in the main description that it has that fault. But I might message the guy tonight, actually, because it's going to be shipped. Well, it won't be shipped tomorrow because it's bank holiday. So it'll go on Tuesday, but I'll send him a message tonight. I'd rather him say, oh, I didn't realise, can I cancel?
Yeah. Than
ship it to him and then... Well, technically, he'd have to pay to get it back because he didn't read. But, yeah, it just gets complicated then. Okay. What?
I just read that.
Things are bad. Wife is really ill and thinks I've had an affair with the woman in the charity shop.
I don't know if that's in relation to any other chat above, but that sounds awful. Sorry.
Yeah, that does not sound good. Blimey. It's all going on. Okay. Local charity shop taking donations and moved shop around ready with markings.
Okay, this is all looking very positive.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. What else were we going to talk about this evening? Our haul didn't last very long, did it?
It didn't. Although it is 20 to 9. I mean, it's lasted 40 minutes.
Wow, that's not bad going.
Yeah.
My local Cafe Nero was open today.
Oh, wow. I think the Starbucks is starting to open for like takeaways and stuff.
Wow. I think the way I've read it from what the government has been saying is that they're going to ease back and let these things, and then as soon as that infection rate rises again, they're going to clamp back down.
I know.
So it's going to be a kind of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back situation. Let's hope we don't have to take too many steps back, but you know what I mean? I think everybody's going to cautiously start going to shops and seeing family and stuff.
So Louise said Scotland is still in lockdown, and so is Wales, aren't they? Because Lex was talking about that this morning.
Right, so Wales and Scotland are having their own
Yeah,
ruling
they
on
were
it.
like, we don't agree with Boris Johnson. We're just going to do our own thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but as stressed as I get about the entire thing, I honestly think that if we're all sensible, which I know not everybody is, but I think that's all we can do is just be sensible. Sanitize your hands. Don't touch your face while you're out. Wear your masks and keep your distance. And yeah.
Well, Reseller Bob's saying rubber up. I assume you're talking about rubber gloves or, those thin, what are they called, gloves? They're not rubber, are they?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Plastic, like surgeon gloves.
Yeah. Surgical
Just
gloves.
thinking about boot sailing. If we can go to boot sales within a month or so, you could just wear those and, pick all your stuff up and then dispose of those and then leave that stuff in your car for a couple of days. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
although in our house we'll probably quarantine it for a week. Because it would just make me feel better. But with gloves though, you've got to remember, and I've said this on Selling Ladies, you've got to remember that even though you're wearing gloves, you're still touching things, and then you're still touching, and then if you touch something with the virus on, you're still touching something else and spreading it to that, and it's not a protection in that form. It's keeping it off your hands.
No, it keeps it off your hands, and then you can dispose of the gloves, and then you can grip your steering wheel without spreading it to that and stuff, and come home.
But then all you need is a hand sanitizer.
Okay.
But I have been thinking it through, and I think if they're giving them out at a boot sale, maybe just wearing the one pair and then sanitizing, using the hand sanitizer on the gloves every time you've been to one table.
Oh, that would be that's not manageable.
Why?
Oh, okay.
Because if I was doing that with my hands, I would sanitize.
There's no point in wearing the gloves in that case.
Yeah, but I was just thinking that it would stop your hands from getting so dry and horrible.
Anyway, as you can see, we're all going to have to fumble our way through this and work out what works. Jody there saying, I'm considering what to do for our wedding anniversary in July. Probably can't go anywhere. This is it. There's so many.
So what I'm just thinking about is you don't want, if there's something on one table, you don't want to be taking it and spreading it to another table with whatever's on your hands. So if you've got gloves on or you don't have gloves on, you still need to sanitize between tables, because you don't want to contaminate. If there's anything on one table, you don't want to contaminate to another table, do you? It's just about, keeping safe and keeping other people safe.
Yep. Weatherspoons is dying. Yeah, I was just saying, going back to that, there's so many events and it's tragic. So many like that, anniversaries, actual weddings, and all of these that, they're just
well, Kim thinks
not
that
feasible.
she's got friends in Cyprus there, and says doesn't think that travel to there will be till next year.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, we're just going to have to rebook.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy just to rebook it to next year. Well, the only thing we're worried about is they're going to say we have to go or we lose our money.
Weatherspoons is dying to open, apparently. Owner hated having to shut and tried to stay open. I'm sure all pubs and clubs and places didn't want to shut, but they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
I think the Weatherspoons boss is in hot water, though, isn't he? About how he's treated his staff, apparently. Weren't you telling me that?
Other people have been saying that.
Yeah.
He's not treated his staff very well.
Hi, G Scottish seller. How's selling going for you and Andrea? How's the clothing selling going? My eBay is slow, I feel, and most of my items are less than 20.
It's been a bit slow this week, hasn't it?
It's slowed for us this week. Although we didn't have a big listing week, I didn't put as much on as I have been recently. And what I did put on was car parts, which don't fly off the shelves generally.
Yeah. I've actually found that clothing has been ticking along quite nicely.
Well, we had a fabulous sale, didn't we? You sold like 6 items to one customer. But in the period of lockdown, we started off amazingly well, but then we had not loads, but we still had some gaming stuff. We still had a fair bit of media listed and board games and this and that. And we had a massive spike when lockdown started, and it's kind of come down for us. We're still doing okay numbers, really, compared to what we would normally do. So we're not really complaining. Amazon has fallen off a cliff. We have zero stock at Amazon now.
Yeah.
So that part of our income has just completely vanished. So overall, we're probably down.
Overall,
yeah. But at least we've managed to kind of limp along, really.
Yeah.
You know? Right. That first step through the charity shop door. It sounds like you're dreaming about it. That's all right. You can be late. We were.
We won't make you stand in the corner, Becky.
I don't think I've missed any other super chats. It's just jumped. I don't know where I was. Oh, I can't go back. We'll be here all night.
Can you highlight Gimble's
this one
comment there? Says that's correct, Andrea. Gloves make no difference really. Just wash your hands between everything. A lot of people have a false sense of security. Yeah, they do. They make you feel like you're all right if you've got your gloves on, but you're not, because you're still touching stuff. So
you can still transmit it from A to B.
Yeah.
And yourself. I get. People are flocking. Oh, didn't highlight it. People are flocking to the beaches with their children, yet don't want to send them to school. Yeah, everyone's kind of seeing this from different perspectives and treating the whole thing. It's like we know families that are desperate to get their kids back to school, and families that are desperate for them not to go anywhere near a school. And like we said last week, that the government are trying to legislate for everyone. And now, because Jo, my sister, is a teacher, and they are reopening soon. And all of their pupils, it's an option. They can come back or not. It's entirely up to everybody. Is that everybody now?
Everybody.
Okay.
But Jo's another one who is looking forward to it, because she's been going insane at home with 2 6-year-old twins and how old's Nina? 4?
Yeah.
3.
Nearly 4. 3 coming on 4, maybe.
Yeah, nearly 4.
Yeah, people moaning about the Wetherspoons boss got rid of all of his staff and told them to work in a supermarket, which is
a lot of people will be boycotting. It's a shame though, because I like our Wetherspoons.
Yeah, and there's plenty of other choices though.
Yeah.
Toysaurus, we're booked to go to Mallorca for September. Thinking mask up on the plane and chill on the balcony when we get there. Kids are with grandparents. Well, if you can go, that's
I mean, if we can go, that's a given, isn't it? Mask up on the plane. Yeah, we went there. I mean, quite a few years back, didn't we? The place that we're staying is right on the beach, so if we're allowed out, even if we're only allowed out in that complex, we can just spend all the time on the beach, and it'll be fab.
It will be such a shame if we do have to go and restrict, because it was kind of my choice for holiday this year, and I wanted to go back to Cyprus because a big part of it for me is the Roman remains and visiting. We've got a hotel literally within walking distance of one of the world's heritage sites with mosaics and everything, and it's in Paphos, by the way. And if we could be within 100 yards of that and not go, I'd just be that would be awful.
We'll just have to go back again next year.
Yeah, but it is like a little holiday village right on the beach. We've got like a little chalet, not chalet, what's the word, like apartment, and the beach is like there, and we'll
just have to see what happens.
Who knows? March was crazy, and then it has
calmed down.
Charmed down. Same. Ours has kind of come down, although a bit of that.
The beginning of April was our busy time, wasn't it?
But part of that, I think, is we're running out of stock to a certain extent, at least stock that will sell quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't have much left that I think is going to be fast selling stuff at all. Robert sells keyboard keys for laptops and it's very slow.
Peter wants to know, did you change the level of Amazon?
Oh, I just saw that and it jumped. Well, we had so many problems with our account. When we change anything within the account, we're scared they're going to ask us to verify our tax status again. And that took weeks, and I'm not exaggerating, of painful phone calls just to get them to understand we are a partnership. That's how we've set up our business. So I'm thinking now I'm just going to keep it ticking along. I'm going to send what little stock I have up.
We've missed a super chat apparently. Have you got the other chat open?
No. It didn't flag up though.
It doesn't though if you're scrolling backwards for some reason. Don't know what it is.
Have we missed one?
We have, and I think it's gone now. There's a couple of other things we need to come back to as well. I can't reach this.
Well, I can open the chat. I'll try and find the chat.
Yeah, let's see if we can go back to
You'll have to chat about
well,
something.
I would do, but I can't actually see the chat. So what am I supposed to chat about?
No, hang on. There it is. There's us. Look at us there. Here we are. Oh, look at us on YouTube.
Don't really look happy.
Don't shut that bloke up. Don't want to hear him. Right, pop out chat. Yes, pop out chat. That one. Put us back on there. Sorted.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope we can get back to it. No, we cannot.
Oh.
So annoying.
Tell you what I can do though is I can do this.
What good's that going to do?
I don't know. Just like it. There you go. You can see yourselves.
Oh dear.
Right.
Still got
We've missed one. We've missed a super chat. So apologies if we did.
Yeah. Hang on. Let's just get that off the screen. Oh, was it a super chat from you, Nurse Flipper? Because if it was, do you want to just pop it? Not the super chat, but just your comment back in, and then we'll read it out.
I'm stepping away for a moment.
Okay.
So
yeah,
not listening.
I know, but I didn't know if she was listening now before she steps away, or he. I don't know who I'm talking. Okay.
C. Reeves, did you get the Nurse Flippers super chat? No, we missed it.
No, but that's.
Thank you very much anyway.
Too many chats on the go. I'm looking at that one. You've got that one sharing. Got another comment on the screen. You need to sort it out.
Well, to get rid of a comment, you just pick one and then take it off like that.
That's what I was trying to do. Oh. And then I started reading that chat. I don't know why we're sharing the chat. Why are we doing that?
Because I chose to. Interesting.
Oh, sorry.
This could be dangerous sharing the chat on the screen. My friend David is a big fan and he's been watching you guys for years. He's too scared to ask. Could you wish him a happy birthday? Happy birthday, David.
Right, let's go back because Nurse Flipper says, okay, I understand. Really sorry. If you want to just pop your comment in again, we'll read it out. But thank you so much for the super chat. Did we miss one from someone else as well? Or was it just Nurse Flipper?
I don't know.
Yeah, we might regret.
Well, I can take it off. I just thought. Okay. Somebody was saying, it was Lee. Hi, Nick and Andrea. Could you share my YouTube channel, please? You've inspired me to make reselling videos. If anyone wants to take better pics, I've made a few eBay photography tutorials. Okay. Cool. So I assume it's under that name then. So Cola Flipper. If it is, for some reason, YouTube have changed it. You can't click through the side chat anymore. You used to be able to just click on those dots and go to channel. But yeah, please go and search for Cola Flipper. I'm only assuming you've done it on that channel name.
Have I missed Matt Walker's shout out of the week, Josh?
Have we missed that as well?
'Cause,
We're
you
doing
know,
well,
I
aren't we?
know.
Doing well.
Right, can we? It's just confusing me. Can we? Just
Has that
not-
confused
it
your
is,
mind?
my brain is not firing on all cylinders as we've established today. Even the coffee's not helping.
Lex has got her boobies out. Thanks, Lex.
Oh.
I find people sort of gross, so this social distancing is a godsend for me.
Well, there you go. There's always a bright side to everything.
There is definitely a large proportion of society that's kind of enjoying this, enjoying the element of being at home and doing your own thing and not feeling like a social outcast, because we're all doing it. There's a fair element of us that enjoys our own space, right?
Yeah.
But there's enough of us that definitely is a social beast to be missing it. I'm missing family time more than anything.
Here we go. It's time for Matt Walker's shout out of the week. Good evening, Nick and Andrea. Could you give a shout out to my wife, please? Hello, Jem.
Hi, Jem.
I've been bundling job lot items on Gumtree to get rid of junk this week. It works well.
Okay. Good idea. I've never experimented with selling on Gumtree. Tried to buy on it, and there's never much on there in our area. Excuse me.
Mark has been in the house since December, so lockdown isn't phasing him. Yeah, and as we've said, Monday to Friday, our day's pretty much the same, isn't it? we really don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Captain Op Shop. Oh, it jumps as soon as I go to click on something. Captain Op Shop Nerd. Love that name. Welcome. Okay. Chase the dream. I'm wanting to ramp up my reselling in the next year. What point should I start looking at Amazon? I'm new and only have a basic account. Well, I would just build it up from now. Start doing merchant fulfilled. Maybe not go to the FBA step until you're ready to really start pushing it, or start maybe buying in bulk a bit more. FBA for us certainly is a game of numbers, and that's why, well, because we weren't sending stuff up rapidly, it doesn't make sense, because you're paying, a monthly fee and storage fees and stuff, and unless you've got a lot of stuff up there, the numbers don't make sense for us. So we've kind of just backed out of Amazon for the time being. But I'd say do merchant fulfilled, and then look at FBA when you're ready to do it.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I sell Avon and have never sold so much on eBay. Better than Christmas. Hair dye, hand creams, etc.
Because people are struggling to get it anywhere else. Really.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. People can't shop on High Street. Okay. Found PS2 games have sold well this week. I think we've sold all of ours. I've got a random San Andreas sat there that I don't think's even listed. I don't know why it's sat up on the listed shelf. What's one retro board game that you used to play that you wish you had kept and is now worth a good amount? Most of the board games from my childhood are still at my mother's house. They're still in that cupboard.
Yeah.
The original big box Downfall that we played to death as kids, the really nice one, the one that I get excited about when I find, is still at my mum's, but we trashed the box. It's in a complete mess, isn't it? I can't think of any board games that are not still there. We've still got our original Cluedo. I think the original Monopoly is still somewhere there.
Your mum's replaced some bits with strange things.
Yeah, we've lost some Cluedo bits. I could replace them before I keep threatening to do so and keep forgetting. I don't know. I think most of them are still there. So that would be the answer to
that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's Georgina in. Georgina, I believe, bought something from us. Is she in? Georgina Gio?
I think so.
Somebody's just said hi to Georgina, but I can't see her.
I think fees are slightly increasing. Well, definitely final value fees are slightly increasing. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was it Caroline did an experiment on that. We were talking about it a bit last week. For some reason, they're changing the fee structure within categories, so it costs you more to sell in some categories than others, and I can't for the life of me fathom why they would do that.
Yeah.
But overall, it looked like fees were increasing. So eBay had taken it in-house and then put the fees up. That just, if anything, it should have gone down, surely. Don't know.
Have you ever seen for sale a board game called Haunted House or Witch? No,
Haunted House. Is that not Ghost House? I know there is 2 versions of that. Did they change it to? I don't know. I certainly know Ghost House had that a couple of times.
Do you know what Victoria's talking about?
Yes. Victoria found some Olympic banners, I think like lurking in your loft, wasn't it, or something? Those Olympic 2012 banners are para-Olympic ones and have sold one on eBay for £150. Result. Excellent. Oh, I'll tell you one thing I would like to have back was my little Space Invaders game I had. It was a yellow thing, kind of almost kite-shaped with a flat top. Can't remember what it was called. Space Attack, maybe. Don't know who made it. Might have been Tommy.
I wish I had all my strawberry shortcake dolls back. I just highlighted that. Chop chop, busy busy, work work, bang bang. Says, am I a real reseller? It is my birthday tomorrow. My wife bought me some shelving from Costco for my present.
Wow. Nice.
Awesome.
Shall I buy you some shelving for you?
No.
No.
Actually, some nice vintage shelving. I could do with some shelving.
Gift ideas. Thanks for that. Joanne still got all her board games.
Oh, Husty's Emporium says they remember that Space Invaders game.
Yeah, yellow one, yellow border, black long thin screen. Basically just three rows of Space Invaders that came down, and a little red one that went wheel 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 across the top. It's a rip-off of the classic Space Invaders.
Georgina says, "Yep, I bought from you.
Yes.
Stupidly showed my son it, then wouldn't stop asking for it, and I just want to silence at the moment."
Well, I can share what it is. It was this.
Oh yeah, Flippinell was talking about Ghost Castle. Yeah, we've had a couple of those.
It's the box is a little bit bashed, but it is a Bakugan arena. So yeah, had this for ages, just never got around to listing it.
Pleasant Valley Picker says, we had a game called the Green Ghost years ago. It glowed green in the dark and you spinned him around to play the game. So long ago, I don't remember much else.
Wow. Don't remember that. I remember we used to go to a friend's house and they had the original mousetrap, and I was fascinated by that so much. And they also had a Laserdisc player. I mean, we're talking mid-80s. And this was a, you know, we all had friends who had loads more money than you did, and we'd go around there and they had Laserdisc player with a cupboard full of Laserdiscs. Do you know the family I'm talking about? It was you met them, Celie and Brian. Yeah. And they had all of the toys and games that you would want, and I just remember just playing Mousetrap for hours and hours.
Happy birthday for tomorrow as well, Reseller Kid.
Oh, happy birthday. And it was the last commenter's birthday as well, wasn't it?
Yes.
Everyone's having birthdays.
No.
Oh, see now, Othello is one of my favourite games of all time.
Yeah, we're quite competitive with that. Nick mostly always wins. Yeah, pretty much 99% of the time. But I do enjoy playing it. So
we've not played for a while. If you've not played Othello, it looks the most dull game in the world because all of the pieces are the same, and all you've got to do is try and turn all of the pieces to your color. It's as simple as that. But it's great. Mastermind, we used to play a lot when it came out in the 80s, but I find that a bit dull, I'll be honest.
Oh, happy birthday for Wednesday, Optical Illusion.
It can't be everybody's birthday.
Yeah. I think Heather had a theory that it's something to do with Victorians being resellers, where they're suited to being resellers.
Who are?
Taurians. Because it's Taurus, isn't it? This time.
What about all of the resellers that aren't in that?
Yeah, particularly Taurus though. That's what Heather said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Husty's Emporium. Galaxy Invader 1000. Yes. I was very tempted to buy one off eBay. I did have a saved search for a while. I was trying to pick one up cheap, which isn't easy because they're quite sought after.
Let's go back to see what Lex said. Oh, I've got a birthday this year.
Have you, Lex? Oh,
I do too, funnily enough.
Frustration.
I'm not Taurian.
Oh, you've got one, Pete. Nice. Oh, you have one now. I wasn't sure if you meant you did have. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius as well.
Oh, we're into Gemini now.
Yeah.
I should have known that because it would have been my nan's birthday today and she was a Gemini.
Sagittarians, so I'm half man, half horse. Yeah. So licensed to poo in the road.
Okay. Right.
All of the perks.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was saying frustration. Did you have frustration? Do you know that game?
Yes. Used to like that.
I can't find who said it now. Damn it. So much chat. I can't go back far enough. Where? Oh, I can't find it. But yes, frustration. We played a lot as kids. And we had the one where you had the dice trapped in a little dome in the middle and it go clunk, clunk.
Oh, hang on. That's the wrong
and
one.
Then, yeah.
This one. It's G-Man's birthday in 2 weeks' time. Yeah.
Happy birthday in advance.
In case we forget to say.
Karen's a real person.
This is good to know, Karen.
Not a pair of half horse. Yep. Which half? I'm a Virgo.
I'm a Virgo as well.
I'm not. I was reading the chat.
I know. I was just answering. I'm a Virgo as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, we haven't spent our eBay packing voucher yet. We need to do that
this month.
We need to do that this week before it runs out.
We've forgotten to spend it some months.
I think we have.
What do we need? We need bubble mailers.
We do.
But you don't get much for your money on the eBay stuff. We were gifted by Neil some of the
some of the tape.
Some of the tape.
Yeah.
I don't know if Neil's still in, but yeah, I haven't tried it yet. But Neil popped round. That's Funky UK in the chat, and he goes, "You can have this. I can't stand it." Okay. So yeah, it didn't come with a ringing endorsement. Yeah. I've not tried it yet.
Yeah, I've been trying to use non-branded packaging recently, so that I don't know. It just felt like it was rubbing, Royal Mail staff's noses in it, like saying I don't know. It just felt weird.
Okay. eBay packaging have been awful at sending orders out really late. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I've heard this.
Okay. Yes, if you have, is it middle tier and upper tier, or is it all tiers of shop? I think you get some sort of packaging voucher, don't you?
Not all tiers, I don't think.
Well, we are mid tier.
Yeah, I think it's us and maybe the next one up.
Yeah. So we get, what is it, a tenner a month? But it doesn't get you a lot because the stuff is kind of overpriced for what it is, let's be honest. So it's kind of just a big gimmick from eBay to make us advertise eBay.
Yeah.
In my cynical opinion. because we pay for the shop, and then they give you a little voucher back from your payment, and then all of the stuff they send you has eBay promotional stuff all over it. Anyway, here's what it is. But we haven't used ours this
Apple Core loves that tape.
Oh, you love that tape? Oh, okay. Well, like I say, I haven't tried mine out yet, so I'll give you an opinion. Might have to do a review video on eBay stuff. I could do, yeah. I haven't got any of the boxes left though. Oh no, I do. I've got some orange ones.
They're nice and colourful. I'll give them that. Yeah.
Anyone have a Texas Instruments TI-99 4A? Was my first computer. No, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's quite expensive now. Okay. Oh, was it Chris about frustration? Yeah, I used to play that game with my sisters a lot.
What's that nurse flipper said? I have the one I get $50 per quarter, so I don't have to add much money to mine. I guess it's different here.
Oh, you get it once per quarter.
Okay.
We get a monthly £10 voucher,
Yeah.
which just doesn't go very far at all, considering how overpriced their stuff is compared to regular stuff.
Hi, Toys Are for Boys.
Hello.
Thank you for the super chat. Said, I'm super late, but luckily I didn't miss you. My fireworks show on May 24th, Victoria Day in Canada, was a big hit. Can't wait for July 1st to be happy and safe.
Wow.
Sounds cool.
Your fireworks show? You had your own fireworks show? That's quite epic.
Yeah.
We do every Thursday here. We all go out onto our doorsteps and applaud the NHS, the National Health Service. And there was a family along here that was setting fireworks off every week.
Yeah, I think they've either run out.
They've run out now. It's been going on for like 8 weeks. And now there's because they used to, didn't you say they used to set one off to start?
To start, and then one like 3 minutes later,
and then
we'd
all be clapping up the street, and then another one would go off, and everyone would come in.
Yeah,
but he's run out now.
Now we just clap, and we're all like, when do we stop? Who's going to give up first? I don't know. Yeah, Nurse Flipper says, yeah, we get 4 per year here. So the $50 is okay to get 100 mailers and 25 to 50 boxes, and I only have to add a small sum to it.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'd rather that, I think, if I had 4 larger payments rather than fiddling around with £10 a month. And if you don't use it, it goes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
it does. It runs out. Yeah, Alexa's she orders 50 padded envelopes a month, and it's never enough.
Yeah, I have to order extra supplies beyond what that £10 gets me for sure.
Okay, says I have fireworks videos up on my channel. Give it a check if you can. I also do blue smoke shows for local hospital staff. Cool.
The police told me to stop, causes traffic problems. Oh dear. I'm going to have to check that out now. Toys Are for Boys, that must be the channel name.
Yeah, I read that, Neil. Said that it really should stop. And it does sort of pose the question of also, when does it stop? Because, you know, we all feel we have to do it now, but then there's got to be a point where we don't anymore.
Yeah. I think it'll fizzle out soon.
Yeah, it's just
as we come out of lockdown, it'll fizzle out.
It's become such a social thing on our street now. I feel like if we don't go out, then everyone will be like, well, the lady over the road tells me off if I'm one of 30 seconds or a minute late. She's like, oh, you're late. Look at the time.
Hi, Nemesis 24/7. Hey, you guys are great. Watch has given me confidence to start selling again. Good. Enjoy it. Can I just say as well, you may have seen I put a video out yesterday, which was, I titled it eBay Horror Stories, because I thought I might do a series. I'm really not sure if I will do a series of those now. And I didn't want anyone to get the wrong idea that I was having a go at eBay. I did put a couple of segments in the video explaining that I am a fan of eBay. I've loved eBay for years. We've run our business on eBay since the late 90s. I've been selling on eBay. And the reason I'm sharing these stories and the reason we want to follow up on the case that we have with eBay is that I really think they need to pay attention to how many people are leaving their platform because of these stories and the way we're treated as sellers. That's the reason I'm doing it.
Just trying to spread some sort of awareness and, you know, to try and get some positive change, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the video's been well received in the main, but I've had a few private messages from people telling me to, you know, stop having a go at eBay. That's not the point. And I say in that video, I am a supporter of eBay. I am a fan of eBay. I think they just need to redress the balance in some cases and listen to us. All we ever want is to be listened to, right? Sellers, have a reasoned conversation with some logic and common sense in it. That's all we're asking. Anyway, sorry.
I'm just laughing at Carla.
Get off my soapbox.
I honestly think that lady is just thinking that she's being funny, to be honest with you, Carla. Yeah.
Is Amazon FBA worth it? Yes, but I stand by what I say, that it's a game of numbers. I think you have to really kind of go through it. If you kind of dabble it doesn't really make sense with the level of fees and stuff. It's a tricky one. You either have to sell a lot of stuff at relatively small margin because the fees are steep, or sell second-hand stuff that not many other people are selling, so you can ask a premium. And we try and do a bit of both. But right now, we're selling nothing at Amazon because we have no stock up there.
Night, Carla.
Night, Carla. Good to see you. Oh, talking of Carla, I don't know if she's still in. I didn't see it live, but Andrea came in and showed me because it was hilarious.
Master Reseller. I didn't see it live. We were having lunch on the not lunch, dinner on the patio, weren't we?
Oh, we were, yes.
In our Italian restaurant.
But for those of you that maybe haven't watched, Carla does this show every Wednesday where a reseller comes on and they're covered up. So like the Masked Singer, whatever that show was. Yeah. And Andrea was on it like a month ago. I was on a few weeks back. And this week it was Kirsten. But you see, we have little names on our screens here. Kirsten's all covered up under a tea towel and changed her backdrop because she was in her shop. And then it just said there, Kirsten's Curiosities. And neither her nor Carla had noticed.
No, I wasn't sure at first if somebody had just put that there as a joke, you know, to throw you off the scent.
I thought it would be someone else.
But, oh, bless her, when she comes out of her tea towel, she's like, I put a sheet up and everything.
It was brilliant.
Oh.
Ah, dear. Quickly, to work out if an eBay shop is worth it, if you work out what you would be paying per month, all the details of what you get for each shop and the costs are on eBay somewhere. Search for it in help. I think there's a list of all the fees. So work out how much you'd be saving. It depends how many items you've got listed or how many items you think you're going to list a month as to whether you would save any money. Yeah,
it's saying that it's got 360 listings as a private seller. So definitely if you're thinking of scaling up, you really should, and if you are reselling for profit, then you really should be on a business account for that. So yeah, I would suggest moving over to a business account. Definitely.
Yeah, but it comes down to the economics of how many you're listing.
Yeah, in terms of shops.
Yeah.
But in terms of whether you're selling for profit, at this point, you should probably be changing over to a business account.
Lucy reckons over 100 listings, the shop's worth it. I can't remember how the numbers work out. So you'd have to just take a look at it and work it out financially with how many items you're planning to list every month. Okay.
So next Master Reseller, as Carla said, is Wednesday, 7 p.m.
Wednesdays at 7. There you go. It's very funny. Go and check it out.
That's good.
Okay, are we going to wrap this one up?
Yeah, and Vinegar Jar Peter has a channel too.
Yeah, Pete. We're hoping to get Pete on soon. Actually, I've been chatting. Next week we have Applecore on, whose name I keep forgetting, but we will all find that out on Tuesday. That's going to be Tuesday, I think. And then I don't know when, but Pete and I are going to arrange a hangout soon on here. But yeah, the Vinegar Jar is the name of the channel.
Yeah, and you're on his channel on Wednesday.
And I'm over there on Wednesday.
Which is, complete news to me because you don't talk to me, obviously.
As if I don't talk to you.
Well, you've missed out telling me that.
I thought you knew, being my PA and everything.
No, don't know unless you tell me stuff.
Okay. Yeah, apparently me, George, and Tom all in one. Hey,
it's a lad stream.
that's right. Okay. Yeah, I replied to your email today. Have you sent another one? I'll have a look. Okay, we're gonna go.
I think we should.
We should.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We will be quizzing tomorrow at 8 o'clock on the quiz channel. Link for that is below.
Hopefully I'm feeling a bit more with it.
Nah. And yeah, we'll see you there.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Stay safe, and we will be back next Sunday, maybe with another haul, but I doubt it. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Take care.
Thanks,
See you soon.
everyone. Have a good week. Bye.